Dear Divines, this is Dr. Subash. This video we are going to see a classical liver tonic, a liver medicine in the form of food. Of course, we have got many herbals including Chelidonium aegis. These were the herbals. Now we are going to see the foods which can really do wonders to not just tonification of liver, not just a simple liver physiological support, but something beyond, which can cure the real top order liver diseases like hepatocellular carcinoma, liver cancer, and liver enlargements, or steatohepatitis, or the conditions like alcoholic liver disease or alcoholic liver cirrhosis. All these top order diseases, a big number of human lives are being lost behind this. All these so-called unanswered incurable diseases by the science and technology, really struggling hard to answer those conditions. We are trying to give a classical support, the main role played by the food. The liver, an organ, we cannot say it's just playing a vital role. It's beyond that. It's doing a wonderful job. It is a key factor which decides the quality of blood. Whatever the food we eat, it's getting metabolized with the support of liver only. The liver plays a major role in making the blood chemistry to stay in a right order. Breaking down of all the food chemicals. It's a great chemical factory. The blood which enters the liver one side and coming out, it turns into a detoxified, purified blood. What the liver is doing is an innumerable work. It is the deciding authority of the status of your blood. The chemistry of the blood, which is going to decide the quantity of oxygenation in the lungs, pumping rate of the heart, and the filtering rate of the kidney. Everything is decided by the chemistry of the blood, which is being maintained by our chemical factory called liver. So, how to go about it? What foods we need? What micronutrients we need? We all know that to support the liver, we need a lot of vitamins and a lot of micronutrients. For example, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B12. All these things, they play a very vital role in bringing the liver into right order. Apart from that, in this video, we are going to see very special polyphenolic compounds like carotenoids. We are going to see two things here. Two such wonderful, miracle performing, liver regenerating, and they can really cure liver cancer or alcoholic liver disease. To achieve such a wonderful cures, two fundamental, very deeply working plant nutrients. One is great carotenoid called lycopene. Lycopene is found in many vegetables. Take the lycopene from the right source. This lycopene was researched in many countries. They all support, they all claim that lycopene, while trialing in 10,000 patients in treating the hepatocellular carcinoma, hepatomegaly, and fatty liver disease, even the jaundice, and many other conditions, including the one challenge the whole entire community is facing today is alcoholic liver disease, is answered by lycopene. The results are really overwhelming. And where to source this lycopene? We have got a source of lycopene in most of the pink colored fruits and vegetables. For example, beetroot, carrot, and guava, it has got a very good quantity of lycopene. And watermelon, but it cannot be used on every day, it's all seasonal. We are going to select a classical lycopene from one regular using fruit, vegetable, that is tomato. Very richest quantity. They tried a lot with many other lycopenes from many other sources of fruits and vegetables, but it is found finally only the lycopene from the fruit or vegetable tomato can cure the many diseases and can assure for better bioavailability of lycopene in our blood. 100 to 150 grams of tomato per day, 5 servings in a week. For 8 weeks, the researchers proved done wonderful job in handling all sort of liver related issues. And damages done by the alcohol is also getting completely rectified. They say 80% of regeneration is possible. So this is such a great, wonderful micronutrient called lycopene. And how come the lycopene derived from tomato is found to be very much active and very much bioavailable? So this tomato is not just having only lycopene, it has got many other ingredients, especially oleoresin. They support the activity of lycopene to have the better influence and better bioavailability in the blood and to work classically on the liver tonification and liver regeneration. These were the supports from the researchers. So, lycopene from the tomato. And tomato, which one is the best? Eating raw or cooked one? That is a wrong claim in the belief that natural medicine talks about only the raw food eating. If you want to support the liver, sorry gentlemen, raw tomato will not help you a lot when compared with the cooked tomato, especially in the form of soup. This lycopene, when it is raw, it gives you only per 100 grams, it gives 3 milligrams of lycopene. But when it is taken to the boiling temperature in the form of soup, it gives 45 milligrams. You just imagine 3 milligrams compared with 45 milligrams. Such a great changes of activation is happening while you are boiling the form of soup. So it's a wonderful, we are going to use it, tomato here. And the second polyphenolic compound which I want to mention here that has proven as a classical wonderful remedy from our general food source is Mangiferin. The Mangiferin is a source. Where to source it? The name itself is very clear. Mangifera indica is a source, that is our mango. And Mangiferin is again proved to be a classical healer of the liver. The mango, which form? We have got kacha mango called raw mango, otherwise the mango fruit. Which one will be a wonderful thing? But the researchers prove the raw form, unripened form will have more antioxidative capacity of Mangiferin. When it is coming to the ripened state, antioxidative capacity is really going down. That's what the researchers prove. The researchers of Cuba and ethnomedical research, they prove, the Cuban health department, they prove that by trialing 7,000 clients, not just one or two gentlemen, 7,000 clients. For 10 years of research, they have proved it is really doing a wonderful job in handling all sorts of cancers, including liver cancer and any sort of liver related disease. The Mangiferin is something beyond. The Mangiferin acts so classically. We all know we are eating food only for the sake of energy. We have got 57 trillion cells. Every cell, it needs energy for its physiological function. That energy, whenever it is given in the form of food and getting converted into the form of ATP molecules for the energy form, and whatever is utilized, remaining part is energy is stored up in a storehouse, or otherwise called a powerhouse of our cell called mitochondria. In the alcoholic liver cirrhosis, in all sort of liver diseases, whether it's fatty liver disease or any pathological condition of the liver, especially in cancers and alcoholic liver cirrhosis, the main issue is that mitochondria, which is the storehouse of energy of the cell, that storehouse, the membrane of the mitochondria is getting torn. It's getting torn. So there won't be sufficient capacity for the mitochondria to store the energy. So the energy is getting not stored up. So you just imagine a cell without the powerhouse, without the energy, like a house without power supply. So then what will happen to the cell? The hepatic cells, the liver cells are totally getting hampered. Once the liver function is hampered, that is going to reflect in the blood chemistry management. That blood chemistry management is going to affect the oxygenation in the lung and the cardiovascular functioning and the kidney filtering. To protect the liver, we have to protect the cells of the liver. To protect the cells of the liver and make them to function in a right way, we have to keep the cell powerhouse, that is the mitochondria, intact. The damage, whatever happened, that has to be cured. Many researchers proved the hepatocellular mitochondrial damage is completely getting cured, completely getting restored by Mangiferin. And then comes which mango is having the more Mangiferin. They found when compared with the fruit, the raw mango is having more Mangiferin, as I said. And is there any other source of Mangiferin which has more Mangiferin than the raw mango? Yes, that is the stem and the bark of the mango tree. It has got a very rich quantity of Mangiferin in it. So in this cooking, we are going to use mango bark, raw mango for complete Mangiferin assurance. On the other end, we are going to use the tomato for the rich quantity of lycopene and rich compounds which assure for the complete regeneration of the liver, to create a wonderful soup to regenerate and to cure all the diseases, all the conditions of the liver. Shall we go? Dear Divines, Namaste, good evening, good day. So we are going to start the liver tonic. I can claim this as a liver tonic or a liver medicine, a nutraceutical medicine to cure all conditions of the liver. So what are the main components, what we are going to use, everything I have detailed it during my preamble. Now we are going to do the practical session. Okay, let's do this liver tonic. So first of all, as per the tradition way of tempering, we go for the oil. Just take 1 spoon of it. Always go for sesame oil. Let the oil become a little warm. Yes, we have got mustard seeds here. Good. And then the cumin seeds. And the wonderful curry leaves. Go for the turmeric powder, a wonderful antibiotic, and then as another antibiotic from Bay of Bengal. Okay, so I have started the next burner of the stove, and it has got nothing. I am going to do some other thing here, which is the most potent one. Now I am going to add water of exactly 1 tumbler, and in that water now I am going to add bark powder, the powder of the bark of mango tree. This is the raw we have obtained from the mango tree, and this mango tree bark is being kept as a powder here. This is going to give us a very rich quantity of Mangiferin, which I have dealt a lot in the preamble. So this Mangiferin rich mango bark powder, we are going to boil it separately in 1 tumbler of water. Then comes our classical alkaliner onion. So after adding this turmeric powder and the salt, we are just putting the onion, grated onion, and the garlic. Of water will help you to prevent the excessive frying of this onions and garlic. Now we are going to add the puree what we prepared out of tomato, the richest source of lycopene. This sized tomatoes, 4 tomatoes were being made into puree. It's a very rich content. No food in this earth can give this. An apple a day keeps doctor away, but apple is seasonal. Round the year tomato is available. And really, what apple cannot give, that is lycopene, which can really make your liver to a great height. Let's add this. You can see how this mango bark is boiling here. Which can really cure the hepatocellular carcinoma even. Liver cancer can be cured. That is what the researchers prove. Divines, I want to share one wonderful thing here. Let's see here. Tomato, the richest content of the lycopene. Many foods in this world, like watermelon, even it has got lycopene. Carrots, beetroots, and guava has. But when tried in researchers, only the lycopene present in the tomato works so classically in handling the alcoholic liver cirrhosis and alcoholic liver diseases. The major thing they found is the lycopene of tomato is more bioavailable and more active because of the other ingredients what it has, like oleoresin. Many things are there which activate the lycopene to become a wonderful remedy for the liver. And the second thing what I want to show here, the boiling, you can see the more inactive form of lycopene is present in the tomato of raw. When you boil it, those inactive form of lycopene is turning into a very much active form. This is the most beautiful part. So more boiling, more lycopene, better results in making our liver perfect, the best liver tonic. So the mango bark, it's boiling. You can say it's an aqueous boiling extract of the decoction of mango bark, we can say. So this decoction we have taken for 1 tumbler water. Now we are going to filter it. So now the 1 tumbler water, boiling 2 tablespoons of mango bark, now turned into exactly half the quantity. We are going to add this. Into this. Now the lycopene rich tomato, Mangiferin rich mango bark, both are combined here. Tomato puree with garlic, onions and mustards, everything. It's boiling with turmeric powder and salt. With that we added the Mangiferin extract, mango bark extract into it. Now we allow it to boil a little. Now we are going to filter everything together now. Yes, now the wonderful combination of Mangiferin with lycopene, that is Mangiferin from the mango bark extract and lycopene from the tomato, is now boiled in the form of soup. Now we are going to add few more things. One is carrot juice, taken from 2 carrots. I can say 2 long medium-sized carrots. Why we are adding this carrot juice? Whenever you take a food for the liver, we have added enough wonderful things here, but there should be some vitamin A or beta carotene is needed. The same vitamin and beta carotene is there available very much in the tomato also, but when we boil it, most of the vitamins they vanish. So to bring the vitamins, vitamin A especially here, we are adding the carrot juice into it. Stove we have switched off already. There is no boiling, only just blending. And another most important thing is raw mango extract. The extract, juicy extract made out of raw mango, one medium-sized mango. So the amount of raw mango, again the mangiferin, what is present in the bark, is here in the raw mango also. But when this raw mango going for ripening as a fruit, the bioavailability of this antioxidant mangiferin is going down. It means that raw mango has it, but the ripened mango has very less quantity or negligible quantity of mangiferin in it. So for the want of mangiferin in a very much active form, as a better, very classical antioxidant, we are using the raw mango, not the ripened mango. So we are adding this. Yes, dear divines, now a classical liver tonic is assured through the mango bark extract and raw mango extract and puree of tomato, which is the lycopene. And remember, when it boils, only tomato releases the more quantity of lycopene when compared with the raw one. So it is a very classical soup. Otherwise, tonic we can claim liver. You can able to handle right from the fatty liver disease to the alcoholic liver disease and even the hepatocellular carcinoma. The more scientific documentations are available. I have dealt enough in the preamble. Now it's ready. You can garnish it with coriander, mint, whatever you want. It's ready now. Now the wonderful liver tonic, the liver healer, liver medicine is really ready with us now. It is scientifically proven for 8 weeks if you consume this. 5 servings per week, 8 weeks continuously. Really the most wonderful results you can achieve in any sort of liver tonification. Your liver will regenerate to the core. The scientific documentations are available. Science proves us. It's a great support to the liver. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.